You take a sound, any sound, record it.
First off, I want to thank you guys for taking the time to sit down with Sloth. Much appreciated. Just to start off, I guess let's talk about this Foreign Family Collective that you guys just sort of launched. Got that email.
Yeah, yeah, it just came out. It's kind of been a passion project for a long time. It's what we wanted to do for a couple of years now. Just kind of like want to support the music that we think's really strong and get the message out.
So is it basically, I know I saw you guys sort of saying you're trying to combine, music and arts a little bit. Is it a record label? What is it actually? Because I haven't been able to grasp what it is.
It's kind of like a collection of a bunch of talented people that just don't really have an outlet to put their stuff out because the market's so saturated in every kind of artistic endeavor, like whether it be video or SoundCloud or whatever, that I feel like if you find a focused place to put that and you kind of trust people to do that, and hopefully people do trust that for us, and I think that's us trying to build a rapport is for our family just putting out music that we really believe in and we feel like inspires us, along with like eventually hopefully like music videos and documentaries and lots of things. So there's a lot of places we can take it, and I think we should go whenever the opportunity presents itself, and we feel like we really trust and believe in what's being made. And that's kind of where it is. It's just kind of like a platform for us to put out and invest in people that we can.
How many artists do you have, or are you guys sort of backing right now?
There's a lot of people that we're talking to right now, but it all depends on if it works for them. And I think a big part of it was a long time we didn't start it because we didn't want to do the artist a disservice and not actually promote it correctly and not do it right. So the big thing was us trying to find a team. We have like a great team now, and it's all international and PR and all these people that will really like make sure that this music gets heard by at least a good core.
So I saw in another interview you guys mentioned when you went with Emancipator, you guys were sort of given the first class treatment, first class kind of life. Is that sort of still happening now that you guys are on this major festival circuit? It seems. How's it been as of late?
Well, not until recently did we get kind of like grand status, but like our last couple tours were van tours. Those are always interesting. You cram like 8 dudes in a tiny sprinter van, get kind of smelly, disgusting. But this last one we upgraded the bus, and it was more laid back. So we're getting there slowly.
But yeah, I think a big part of it is it's just so exhausting to be in constant movement, and if you can't do it somewhat comfortably, there's no way you're going to get a lot of things done, especially working on music. So that was a big part of it, is like having a space to work on things. It's so much more helpful.
Yeah. So are you guys making music while you're on tour? Is that a big thing for you guys?
It's kind of a necessity.
You're moving so much that.
No, I've talked to some DJs that they can't. Producers they can't do it.
It's not easy. It does feel a bit forced most of the time, but you can definitely find moments. But it's hard to be creative.
Yeah, it's usually like we'll start projects, like we'll get initial ideas down at home, and then being on the road kind of allows you to like fiddle with them, fine tune them, add elements. But yeah, getting in that creative headspace, when you're moving constantly, there's no structure.
You gotta tired.
Yeah, exactly, stuff. But we try it as we can.
Now Harrison, I saw you mention that your favorite thing about collaboration is sort of how you can learn from other people. How does that collaboration work on stage? You guys sort of feed off of each other?
Yeah. There's plenty of times where I'll look at Clay and be like, "Are we playing this next song?" Well, I think there's moments where we'll try different things on the fly, and because Clay's kind of in charge of certain things in each song, and I'm in charge of certain things in each song, we have the ability to mess with those things and play different pieces at different times, different parts of other songs with other songs that we know match, and it kind of turns into this big like melting pot of all of the songs that we've produced. Yeah, and so sometimes they'll be happy accidents, sometimes they'll sound absolutely terrible, but I think through that process you find the things that work out the best. So that's kind of been what our set's become up to this point.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, no, I mean it's the way we have it set up allows for a lot of freedom to like contemplate certain things and add different elements. So we've had some happy accidents where it's like wow, that sounded really cool. Just, you know, try to run with that. And you can make some cool transitions, like blend different pieces of different tracks really easily. It's all stemmed out into little pieces. So it gives you a lot of freedom. You definitely make some cool things.
So the last time I saw you guys was Snow Globe. You guys were doing a little bit of the drumming. You guys are playing on the live stage today. What can we expect live-wise? Are we going to have maybe a guitarist out there like that KX said?
No guitarist this time.
That was your buddy, right?
That was, yeah. Good friend from high school. But yeah, we're looking to add more live elements. You got to keep it pretty compact since we're on the move so much. But as our show progresses, we're going to demand more from environments. You know, we want to add more. Hopefully, some more vocals where a lot of instrumentation.
And vocals, have you guys locked anything down for?
Not yet.
You can say.
Not yet. We're definitely still like on a search. It's a hard thing to accomplish. It's funny, like someone who fits all these different things.
Alright, so another thing I sort of saw you guys mention in one of the interviews I was reading, it said, when you first came out with the EP, obviously you want to put it in everyone's hands, release it for free. Was there a person or someone that sort of propelled that EP forward and got a bunch of people to hear? Was there one specific person? Was it a group of people?
It was like a bunch of small things that just happened over time, and it eventually hit enough people that we had this kind of small core underground fan base. Yeah, I don't think it was like one individual person, but I think a lot of different things helped, and that's kind of how the internet works, is you're hitting all these smaller audiences, whether it be like a design blog that we send our music to, or Hype Machine, putting our stuff at #1, hit all these different demographics. So that's actually my favorite thing about our audience, is that it's really diverse, and it's so many different people. And you'll have like a 14-year-old raver girl in the front versus like a 38-year-old designer from San Francisco just hanging out. And to me, that's a goal that we accomplished, and I'm really happy with.
I was just sort of skipping around. You mentioned the little girls. I saw something, saying our set's mainly composed of little girls. So what are we talking here? How little?
I thought you were gonna bring up the Montana story.
Oh no, it's coming, but I'm not gonna touch upon it like everyone else.
We don't have a ton of little girls. We definitely have a large core women fan base. It's definitely true.
Dude, every time I'll put on one of you guys' tracks at my house and females will be there, they just start vibing, man. There's something to it.
We're trying to make sexy music.
All right, so yeah, Montana incident. How is it staring at a guy mid-thrust playing his set? And why was there no security? That was my main question.
They were, but they weren't doing anything.
Sort of switching gears a little bit to something a little less serious. What are you guys messing with on your rider these days? Still a little beer, whiskey, and fruit action?
Whiskey is a go-to.
What kind of whiskey?
Jameson's.
Okay.
Bread and butter. It goes up a lot.
Gotta get
they may owe us a lot.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
But yeah, that's kind of on there. Let's continue saying local beer. Just mainly, we have food, but I never really get to eat some smoothies around there.
Basically, the biggest question I wanted to ask you guys. So you guys are submerged in this genre with so many people just twisting knobs and up there playing the same songs. How does it feel to be able to make music that sort of just viewed as completely different and people love it?
I didn't know that.
It's amazing. I mean, it's not completely different, but I mean, if you're seeing these top 60 DJs or whatever, Tiesto and
it's not based around bangers and noise. It's based around melody and musicality, and hopefully. I mean, for us, it's like we have so many different influences, and we really grew up listening to like people like Bonobo and all these people who make just absolutely beautiful music, and that's what we wanted to do. But we also wanted to capture the energy of like a live show where stuff hits and the energy is wild, and you lose yourself in that. So trying to find that balance has always been like a constant battle for us, but I think it's something we've definitely accomplished at some point.
So you guys, you studied new media in school?
Yeah.
So has that had any impact on your sort of logo, website design?
Yeah.
Is that you doing that?
Yeah, it's been really helpful, and also a lot of my friends that I made in school have, like, as things recently have gotten more intense events and there hasn't been as much time for me to work on stuff. I can kind of delegate that to my friends who I work with closely, art direct them, and it's been really nice too.
And then, so did you guys attend shows and festivals and stuff when you were in school and in college?
Yeah, not shows as much. I was definitely more like, so there's a festival called Sasquatch.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's out in the gorge, awesome location. And now it's kind of like go-to like every year. It's something I look forward to all throughout college and kind of like into high school. But yeah, I wasn't like much of a show guy. Bellingham was the town we were in, had maybe like one good venue for shows, and they didn't get a lot of traffic.
Yeah, one venue.
Half the venue, right?
So it's like there's a lot of like local punk music, folk music was real popular there, local bands and that kind of thing. So yeah, we were like I was heavily influenced just by like the online community and like a lot of stuff coming out. And then it was like the M83 tech stuff was really coming out before us and before tech was Canada scene, like that whole type of music was very influential way I started doing that. Man, live music was not a big part of it, unfortunately. Now it's basically our lives.
Yeah. So do you get the time to attend any of these things as guests?
Yeah, every once in a while, like, when we're home, we'll get to see some stuff. But yeah, get to go to festivals like today, get to see some new acts.
Our stage is stacked too. Mine is insane.
Yeah, it's really incredible.
George Maple.
Yeah, I got to see Lito. I got to see Lito's entire set. Like,
oh yeah, well that's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much.
How did I get here?